Cameroon, officially known as the Republic of Cameroon, often called Africa in miniature, a land of many climates. Dense rainforests, arid northern Sahelian lands, sweeping savannas, volcanic mountains like Mount Cameroon. The flag is a vertical tricolor: green, lush southern forests; red, unity; yellow, the sun in northern savannas. Close up, the single yellow star on the red band, unity, nestled in Central Africa, a crossroads between West and Central Africa, bordered by Nigeria, bordered by Chad, bordered by the Central African Republic, bordered by Equatorial Guinea, bordered by Gabon, bordered by the Republic of the Congo, western coastline meeting the Bight of Biafra and the Gulf of Guinea, Yaoundé, rolling hills and administrative life, Douala, bustling coastal port and economic hub, population over 28 million, crowded market urban scenes, currency, Central African CFA franc, notes and coins, languages officially bilingual, French and English signs, religion predominantly Christian, churches, significant Muslim minority especially north, mosques, traditional indigenous beliefs, rituals, cultural scenes, montage, rainforest, savanna, mountains, coast. The geography of Cameroon is a spectacle of dramatic diversity, a physical narrative told in mountains, rivers and plains. The country can be broadly divided into 5 distinct geographical zones. In the south, one finds the coastal plain, a low-lying, humid region blanketed by equatorial rainforests and crisscrossed by a network of rivers. As one moves inland, the land rises to form the South Cameroon Plateau, a vast tableland covered in lush greenery that gradually gives way to the more open woodland savanna. Further north still, the landscape transforms into the Adamawa Plateau, a rugged and mountainous region that forms a natural barrier across the country. This highland area is the source of many of Cameroon's great rivers, including the mighty Benue River, which flows westward to join the Niger River in neighboring Nigeria. Dominating the western part of the country is the Cameroon Volcanic Line, a chain of volcanoes that includes the magnificent Mount Cameroon. Standing at an impressive 4,095 meters, it is the highest peak in West and Central Africa and remains an active volcano, a sleeping giant that occasionally stirs. This volcanic range has created incredibly fertile soils, making the Western Highlands a vital agricultural heartland. Finally, in the far north, the country stretches towards the Sahel, and the landscape becomes progressively flatter and more arid. Here the savanna gives way to a semi-desert environment that borders the vast Lake Chad basin. The climate is hot and dry, with a short, intense rainy season that brings a temporary burst of life to the parched earth. From the humid rainforests of the south to the sun-scorched plains of the north, Cameroon truly encapsulates the geographical soul of Africa, offering a complete continental cross-section within its own borders. The remarkable diversity of Cameroon's geography fosters an equally astounding array of wildlife, making it a veritable sanctuary for some of Africa's most iconic and endangered species. The dense rainforests of the south are a world of their own, a multi-layered ecosystem teeming with life. In the dim light beneath the towering canopy, one can find forest elephants smaller and more elusive than their savanna cousins, troops of chimpanzees, gorillas, including the critically endangered cross-river gorilla. The air is filled with the calls of countless bird species, from brilliant sunbirds to the majestic crowned eagle soaring overhead. Moving out of the forest and into the savannas, the landscape opens up, and so does the cast of animal characters. National Park Waza, Buba and Jita Benue, great herds of giraffes move with a slow, deliberate grace. Prides of lions survey their kingdom from rocky outcrops. Antelopes of all shapes and sizes, the giant eland to the delicate duiker. These parks are also crucial habitats for the critically endangered black rhinoceros and the African wild dog. These protected areas are vital arcs, preserving a genetic heritage that is simply irreplaceable. The country's rivers and marine ecosystems are also bursting with life. The Sanaga River, one of the country's largest, is home to populations of hippos and crocodiles. The coastal waters in the Gulf of Guinea are a haven for marine life, including several species of sea turtles that come ashore to nest. Manatees, gentle giants of the aquatic world, can be found in the coastal estuaries and river mouths, grazing on seagrass. The future of Cameroon's natural heritage depends on this delicate balance, on the understanding that the survival of these magnificent creatures is intrinsically linked to the health of the planet and our own well-being. It is a responsibility we all share. The culture of Cameroon is not one single entity, but a vibrant and complex tapestry woven from the threads of over 250 distinct ethnic groups. In the grasslands of the west, the Bamileke people are renowned for their intricate beadwork. The Bamoun people are renowned for their elaborate masks and powerful chiefdoms, or fondoms, which remain influential cultural and political institutions. In contrast, the Baka people, traditionally hunter-gatherers of the southeastern rainforests, possess a deep, ancient knowledge of the forest and express their culture through polyphonic singing that is both beautiful and haunting. Music and dance are the lifeblood of Cameroonian culture, an essential part of ceremonies, festivals, and everyday life. Traditional rhythms, played on instruments like the balafon, a wooden xylophone, drums, and stringed instruments, are passed down through generations. These traditional sounds have also fused with modern influences to create uniquely Cameroonian musical genres that have gained international acclaim. One of the most famous is the Ngondo Festival, celebrated by the Sawa coastal peoples in Douala. This vibrant water-centric festival features canoe races, traditional dances, and a ceremony to appease the spirits of the water, culminating in a message delivered from the depths of the Wouri River by an initiate. When it comes to cuisine, Cameroonian food is as diverse as its people, often featuring starchy staples like plantains, cassava, and yams, served with flavorful, slow-cooked sauces or stews. Ndole, a dish made from bitter leaves, peanuts, and often shrimp or beef, is considered by many to be the national dish. Sharing a meal is a fundamental social activity, an expression of hospitality and fellowship that lies at the very heart of Cameroonian life. The history of Cameroon is a long and layered story stretching back into the mists of ancient times. Archaeological evidence suggests habitation for at least 50,000 years. The Sao flourished in the Lake Chad Basin from around the 6th century BC. They were known for sophisticated pottery. They were known for bronze work. They built fortified settlements, leaving a legacy of artifacts in museums today. Over centuries, the region became a crossroads for great migrations, most notably the Bantu migrations, which originated in the Cameroonian highlands. The Bantu spread into Central Africa, they spread into Eastern Africa, and into Southern Africa. They carried their languages and their ironworking skills with them. The first European contact came in 1472 when Portuguese explorers arrived at the Wouri River. They were struck by an abundance of ghost shrimp, Lepidophthalmus turneranus, in the river. They named it Rio dos Camaroas. That name would eventually evolve into Cameroon. For centuries, European powers engaged in coastal trade, primarily for goods, and tragically, for enslaved people. The era of formal colonization began during the scramble for Africa in the late 19th century. In 1884, Germany established the Protectorate of Cameroon, much larger than the modern nation. German rule brought plantations. Railways and other infrastructure were built. After Germany's defeat in World War I, the League of Nations divided Cameroon between France and the United Kingdom. French Cameroon, the larger eastern territory. British Cameroons, a smaller western strip. In French Cameroon, the Union des Populations du Cameroun, the UPC, led a fierce struggle for freedom. On January 1, 1960, French Cameroon became the Independent Republic of Cameroon. The following year, a plebiscite was held in British Cameroons. The northern part voted to join Nigeria. The southern part chose to unify with the newly independent Republic of Cameroon. On October 1, 1961, the Federal Republic of Cameroon was formed. That unification, while celebrated, created enduring political and cultural challenges that continue to shape the nation's journey. Cameroon's economy is one of the most diversified in Central Africa, built upon a foundation of abundant natural resources, and a relatively strong agricultural sector. For generations, the land has been the primary provider for its people. Agriculture remains the backbone, employing the majority of the workforce. The country produces a wide variety of cash crops for export: cocoa, coffee, bananas, rubber, cotton. The fertile volcanic soils of the Western Highlands are ideal for high-quality Arabica coffee, while the Southern Plains are home to vast cocoa plantations and rubber plantations. Oil has been a major driver since its discovery in the 1970s. Petroleum products remain the country's single largest export, providing substantial government revenue. However, with mature fields and fluctuating prices, there's a strong push for diversification. The country also has rich mineral deposits including bauxite, cobalt, iron ore. The industrial sector in Cameroon is more developed than in many neighbors. Much of this industry focuses on processing raw materials, food processing, aluminum smelting, powered by bauxite and hydroelectricity. Textile manufacturing, timber processing. The port of Douala serves as the main entry and exit point for trade, serving landlocked neighbors like Chad and the Central African Republic. With its diverse resource base and enterprising population, Cameroon possesses the ingredients for sustained economic development and prosperity in the 21st century. For the adventurous traveler, Cameroon offers a world of discovery, a destination that remains refreshingly off the beaten path. Its nickname Africa in miniature, offering a remarkable variety of experiences within a single journey. One of the undisputed highlights is a visit to the Western Highlands. Here, the majestic Mount Cameroon beckons hikers and nature lovers. The annual Mount Cameroon Race of Hope sees international athletes attempt to conquer its volcanic slopes, but even a gentle trek on its lower trails offers breathtaking views and a chance to explore a unique ecosystem. The surrounding city of Buea, with its German colonial architecture and cool climate, serves as a charming base for exploration. The northern regions of the country present a completely different yet equally captivating experience. Waza National Park is one of the most celebrated wildlife reserves in Central Africa. A safari here during the dry season offers exceptional opportunities to see vast herds of elephants, graceful giraffes, prides of lions, and a stunning variety of bird life, all congregating around the remaining waterholes. Further north, the Mandara Mountains near the Nigerian border are home to otherworldly landscapes of volcanic plugs and rock formations. This region is also the home of the Kapsiki people, whose traditional villages, built in harmony with the dramatic scenery, are a sight to behold. The city of Fumban is the seat of the ancient Bamoun Sultanate, and its royal palace and accompanying museum house a magnificent collection of royal gowns, masks, instruments, and thrones, offering a deep insight into the kingdom's rich history and artistic traditions. The coastal town of Kribi boasts beautiful white sand beaches. Just outside the town, the Lobe Falls offer a truly unique spectacle where a river cascades directly into the Atlantic Ocean. Cameroon has produced a remarkable number of individuals who have made their mark on the world stage. Sports, music, literature, science. Perhaps most famously, the nation is a powerhouse in the world of football. The indomitable Lions have been one of Africa's most successful teams for decades. Roger Milla captivated the world with his corner flag dance at the 1990 World Cup. That dance became a symbol of African football's joy and flair. Samuel Eto'o, multiple African Player of the Year winner, celebrated as one of the greatest strikers of his generation's success at top European clubs. Manu Dibango was a giant of music, a saxophonist and composer. Sol Makossa, 1972, became a global hit. Mamako Mamasa Makomakosa. The song was famously sampled by Michael Jackson and influenced countless artists. In literature, Mongo Betty Ferdinand Oyono, they critiqued colonialism and explored identity. Their work gave a voice to a generation and is studied worldwide. In science and academia, Dr. Akili Mbembe, influential political philosopher on post-colonialism. His writings on history, politics, and necropolitics shaped contemporary discourse. Francis Ngannou, he rose from poverty and hard labor in a sand quarry to become UFC heavyweight champion. A story of determination that has inspired millions. These individuals serve as ambassadors, showcasing the spirit, resilience, and talent of Cameroonian people. Beyond the headlines and general facts, Cameroon is a land of fascinating and surprising details that reveal its unique character. One of the most intriguing is the country's linguistic diversity. French, English. Cameroon is home to an estimated 250 to 280 distinct local languages, making it one of the most linguistically diverse countries on the planet. This incredible array of tongues is a living library of human history, a result of centuries of migration and the complex topography of the land, which allowed many small groups to develop their own unique dialects in relative isolation. Another startling fact lies beneath the waters of Lake Nyos, a crater lake in the northwest region. In 1986, the lake released a massive cloud of carbon dioxide in a rare natural event known as a limnic eruption. This silent, invisible cloud rolled down into the surrounding valleys, tragically suffocating approximately 1,700 people and thousands of livestock. Scientists discovered that the lake, formed in a volcanic crater, had a deep layer of water saturated with carbon dioxide from magma below. This disaster led to an ongoing international effort to degauss the lake by installing pipes to safely release the trapped gas, turning a site of tragedy into a remarkable feat of geological engineering. Cameroon is also one of only 3 countries in the world, Rwanda, Democratic Republic of Congo, to be home to gorillas. Specifically, it hosts the critically endangered cross-river gorilla, the rarest great ape subspecies in the world, with only about 300 individuals remaining in the wild. These elusive apes live in the forested mountains along the border with Nigeria, a rugged and remote habitat. The presence of these magnificent, intelligent primates underscores the global importance of Cameroon's conservation efforts and the fragility of our planet's biodiversity. Finally, a fun fact that connects Cameroon to the world of cinema. The distinctive ululating cry used for the character Tarzan in the classic Johnny Weissmuller films of the 1930s and 40s was not a human invention. It was a recording of a Cameroonian sound, skillfully blended with the howl of a hyena and the bellow of a camel, to create one of the most iconic sound effects in Hollywood history. This small, surprising detail is a reminder of how the culture and nature of this incredible African nation have, sometimes in the most unexpected ways, found their way into the global consciousness, leaving a lasting and often unnoticed legacy. What an extraordinary planet we live on. From the volcanic peaks of Mount Cameroon to the depths of ancient rainforests, from vibrant cultural festivals to cutting-edge conservation efforts, Cameroon truly embodies the spirit of Africa in all its complexity and beauty. If you enjoyed this journey through the heart of Central Africa, please subscribe for more explorations of our world's most fascinating countries and cultures. Until next time, keep exploring.